Alright, welcome everyone to break 218. We have everything set up and ready to go. Our team list for this break is Eugene Morton with the Broncos, Paul Bartham with the Raiders and the Bulldogs, Lee Marshall with the Sharks, Riley Waterfall with Titans, Lauren Plath with Manly, Craig Hyde with Storm, Scott Crimo with Knights, Glorious Joel with Cowboys, Craig Hyde with the Eels, Lauren Plath with Panthers, Peter Lowe with Rabbitohs, Matt Price with Dragons, Riley Waterfall with Roosters, Peter Lowe with the Warriors, and Lee Marshall with the Tigers. So good luck everyone. We have our 21 Traders Hobby Priority, our 22 Traders Hobby and Priority, as well as our 23 Traders Titanium Hobby and Priority. We'll start with 21 Traders first and work down the pile. I'll bring up the chat before we keep going. Good luck everyone. Remember, each box is another chance at a Legends card. So we do have the possibility to hit 6 Legends, 6 Black Sigs for that matter, whatever the case may be. I do like these breaks based on that, but you never know what we might hit. Black Street Art, Hamo Fido for the Cowboys. Nelson Asafa Solomona, parallel for Storm. Season to remember, Valentine Holmes for the Cowboys. Blake Ferguson, parallel for the Eels. William Kennedy, Rising Stars for the Sharks. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. Josh Alloy, parallel for the Tigers. Season to remember, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Heimel Hunt, parallel for Knights. David Clemmer, wildcard for the Knights. Dylan Napa, parallel for Bulldogs. Startoons Group B. Knights Parallel Checklist. Asu Kapoa, Rising Stars for the Tigers. Tom Dearden, parallel for Broncos. Oh, there we go. Not a bad hit to start off. Jerome Hughes, White Authentics. Redemption for the Storm, Craig Hyde. Number 99. Congratulations. And Joseph Tapine, parallel for the Raiders. Season to remember, Bradman Best for the Knights. Warriors Parallel Checklist. Rising Stars, Nico Hines for the Storm. Luke Keary, parallel for the Roosters. Club Heroes, James Tamo for the Panthers. Dane Gagai, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Rising Stars, Bo Fillmore for the Titans. Dale Finucane, parallel for the Storm. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. Let's try and get Manly and Dragons. Couple of cards, not even halfway through the box. Nice spread so far. Adam Pompey, Rising Stars for the Warriors. Tarek Sims, parallel for the Dragons. There we go. Suliasi Avunavalu, season to remember for the Storm. Sean Johnson, parallel for the Sharks. Milwaukee Fodawaker, parallel for the Titans. Rising Stars, Tex Hoy for the Knights. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys. Rising Stars, Hammer Fido for the Cowboys. Adam Dewey, parallel for the Tigers. White Street Art, Dylan Brown for the Eels. Dylan Wadseen Zalesniak, parallel for the Bulldogs. Season to remember, Charlie Staines for the Panthers. Payne Huss, parallel for the Broncos. Rising Stars, Oregon Kafusi for the Eels. Canberra Raiders, parallel checklist. Cody Nikarima, parallel for the Warriors. Welcome to everyone joining the video. Keon Kolomatangi, Rising Stars for the Rabbitohs. Cowboys parallel checklist. Wildcard team for Manly. There we go. Suiasu Takahau for the Roosters. I've never been able to get that name right. I've been close. Actually, that's a lie. There's been a few people at different times try and help me in the text chat with the pronunciation. Kai O'Donnell, Rising Stars for the Raiders. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbits. And it's like Big Tino from the Titans. I practice their names, and I seem to get them off camera, and then when I sit down to do it all goes gone. Jared Croker, white street art for the Raiders. Matt Duffy, parallel for the Dragons. We're almost through our first box. Star Tunes, Angus Crichton for the Roosters. Alexander Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Michael Jennings, season to remember for the Eels. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Matt Dory for the Bulldogs. Jamal Fogarty, parallel for the Titans. Josh Maguire, parallel for the Cowboys. Wildcard, Corey Oates for the Broncos. Manly parallel checklist. Moses Sulai, parallel for Manly. Davida Funa, Rising Stars for Manly. Mitchell Pearce, parallel for the Knights. Wildcard, Scott Drinkwater for the Cowboys. And Davida Funa, parallel for Manly. Last packet for the box. Wildcard, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Allow kick out, parallel for Panthers. We'll put these ones in the box and we will do our priority. The Jerome Hughes, white SIG. Nice hit for Craig Hyde in the first one. Alright, let's go. 21 Traders Priority Box. Adam Pompey, Rising Stars for the Warriors. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Dragons. Star Tunes, Luke Brooks for the Tigers. Corey Thompson, parallel for the Titans. Season to remember, Michael Jennings for the Eels. Blake Brayley, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Keon Kolomatangi for the Rabbitohs. Jordan McLean, parallel for the Cowboys. Rising Stars, Matt Dory for the Bulldogs. Brian Kelly, parallel for the Titans. Daly Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. White Streeter, Dylan Brown for the Eels. Jake Averillo, parallel for the Bulldogs. Ben Hunt, Black Streeter for the Dragons. Hammerfido, parallel for the Cowboys. Season to remember, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbits. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Knights. Wildcard, Alex Glenn for the Broncos. Curtis Sirenen, parallel for Manly. Bo Formore, Rising Stars for the Titans. Jerome Hughes, parallel for the Storm. Charlie Staines, season 2 member for the Panthers. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for Broncos. Rising Stars, Tavita Funa for Manly. Lachlan Fitzgibbon, parallel for the Knights. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Authentics foil Sig, Brian Kelly for the Titans. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Storm. Wildcard Cody Nicarima for the Warriors. Stephen Crichton, parallel for Panthers. Valentine Holmes, season 2 member for the Cowboys. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. Rising Stars, Hammerfido for the Cowboys. Tigers, parallel checklist. Suliasi Avonavalo, season 2 member for the Storm. Aaron Woods, parallel for the Sharks. No priority cards yet. Let's see how we go. Well, what are we going to find? William Kennedy, a Rising Stars for the Sharks. Dylan Edwards, parallel for the Panthers. Ashley Kenny, parallel for the Titans. Alex Twal, parallel for the Tigers. Strong finish now. Tex Hoy, a Rising Stars for the Knights. Kyle Felt, parallel for the Cowboys. Wildcard, Mitchell Pearce for the Knights. Raymond Faitala Mariner, parallel for the Bulldogs. Wildcard, Jason Tormalolo for the Cowboys. Cade Cust, parallel for Manly. Asuka Poa, Rising Stars for the Tigers. Jake Turpin, parallel for Broncos. Rising Stars, Oregon Kafusi for the Eels. Elliot Whitehead, parallel for the Raiders. Upside Carousel, Star Tunes for Panthers. Bradman Best, parallel for the Knights. George Williams, parallel for the Raiders. Chanel Harris Tavita, parallel for the Warriors. And we're getting down to the end of the pack. Into the box. Season to remember, Brandon Best for the Knights. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, parallel for the Warriors. Yep, there we go. Team Wildcard number 8. For Manly, Lauren Platt. Jared Rua-Hargraves, parallel for the Roosters. Rising Stars, Nico Hines for the Storm. Jake Friend, parallel for the Roosters. Kai O'Donnell, Rising Stars for the Raiders. Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbits. Oh, nice. Number 16, Nathan Cleary, Club Hero. For the Panthers, Lauren Platt, she'll be happy. Pretty sure Lauren might already have one of them. And Reynolds, parallel for the Rabbits. I'm not sure. I know she's an avid Panthers collector. Jared Croker, White Street Art for the Raiders. Dragons parallel checklist. Alright. Well, not a bad start. Just tidy this up and we'll get stuck into the 22 traders. We'll do the hobby first, and don't forget we'll do any randomizations for star tunes or etc. Power heroes at the end of the break. Alright, here we go. Rising Stars, Jira Momoisi for the Knights. God, that was hard to read. Kenny Bromwich, parallel for the Storm. Club Hero, Tom Turbo. Jason Saab, parallel for Manly. Rising Stars, Xavier Savage for the Raiders. Kevin Proctor, parallel for the Titans. Season to remember, Daniel Saifiti for the Knights. Latrell Mitchell, parallel for the Rabbits. Campbell Graham, parallel for the Rabbits. Nick Kotrick, parallel for the Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Hayes Dunster for the Eels. Jordan Rapana, parallel for the Raiders. High Performance, Bakal Ravalawa for the Dragons. Jazz Tavega, parallel for the Warriors. Power Heroes, Dallin Mateen Zalesniak for the Warriors. Roosters, parallel checklist. High Performance, Daniel Tupou for the Roosters. Brian Kelly, parallel for the Titans. Rising Stars, Jaden Sullivan for the Dragons. Isaiah Yeo, parallel for the Panthers. Retirements, Curtis Sirenen for Manly. Debbie Farworth, parallel for the Broncos. Season to remember, Daly Cherry Evans for Manly. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Josh Schuster for Manly. Alex Twal, parallel for the Tigers. High Performance, Matt Burton for Panthers. Reed Marnie, parallel for the Eels. Rising Stars, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Brad Parker, parallel for Manly. Power Heroes, James Tedesco for the Roosters. Ben Hunt, parallel for the Dragons. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbits. And with Fido, parallel for the Cowboys. Rising Stars, Jermaine Hopgood for Panthers. Knights, parallel checklist. Season to remember, David Fafita for Titans. Jerome Hughes, parallel for the Storm. Season to remember, Jake Averillo for the Bulldogs. Adam Fanua-Blake, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Zach Sini for the Tigers. Joey Manu, parallel for the Roosters. Blake Taff, Rising Stars for the Rabbits. Hudson Young, parallel for the Raiders. Cowboys predictor, number 35. Panthers parallel checklist. High Performance, Addo Carr for the Storm. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for the Broncos. Master and Apprentice, Cooper Johns for the Storm. Wade Graham, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Greg Marshew for the Titans. Dane Laurie, parallel for the Tigers. Season to remember, Luke Brooks for the Tigers. Flint Gufferson, parallel for the Eels. Cody Ramsey, parallel for the Dragons. Rising Stars, Trent LaRoe for the Storm. Jason Tormalolo, parallel for the Cowboys. Master Apprentice, Bo Formal for the Titans. Tyson Fazell, parallel for the Knights. Rising Stars, Luke Metcalf for the Sharks. Storm Parallel Checklist. Team High Performance for Manly. Joe Stimson, parallel for the Bulldogs. So why I found that, well, interesting, I guess, is that the group cards for all three boxes now have been Manly. Season to remember, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Daly Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. And our Master and Apprentice Black, Emery Gula for the Raiders. Malaiki Fotuaika, parallel for the Titans. And now let's check out the priority box. Okay, we'll just tidy these up first. It's easier to slide the box around the table as we go. So 22 Traders Priority Box. We're about halfway through the break. Jack Hetherington, parallel for the Bulldogs. High Performance, Jake Turpin for the Broncos. Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Power Heroes, Josh Papali for the Raiders. Corey Waddell, parallel for the Bulldogs. And Regula, parallel for the Raiders. Rising Stars, Will Penasini for the Eels. Raiders parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Keenan Palacia for the Broncos. Tohu Harris, parallel for the Warriors. Season to remember, Matt Burton for the Panthers. Daniel Tupou, parallel for the Roosters. So break 219 listed on the website, guys. Jaden Sullivan, Master Apprentice for Dragons. Chanel Harris-Tavita, parallel for the Warriors. It's another Elite combo break with 22 Elite Hobby and Priority, 21 Elite Hobby and Priority. Rising Stars, Talator, Amon for the Dragons. Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. Rising Stars, Balakiku Manu for the Bulldogs. Jerome Hughes, parallel for Panthers. Josh Jackson, high performance for the Bulldogs. Tony Staggs, parallel for the Broncos. Oh. Another predictor. This time for the Roosters, number 209. William Kennedy, parallel for the Sharks. And our team high performance, number 19, Riley Waterfall for the Roosters. David Nokaluma, parallel for the Tigers. Season to remember, Wade Graham for the Sharks. Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. Oh, Master Apprentice Black, number 12, Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Peter Lowe. Tyson Gamble, parallel for the Broncos. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Barry Talagi for the Cowboys. Junior Paulo, parallel for the for the Eels. Sharks. Oh, what? Valentine Holmes, season tournament for the Cowboys. Jack Bird, parallel for the Dragons. Daniel Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Rising Stars, Tukimea Simpkins for the Tigers. Satili Tupanua, parallel for the Roosters. Club Heroes, Dane Laurie for the Tigers. Upside Coruscant, parallel for Panthers. Rising Stars, Jaden Campbell for the Titans. Jake Turpin, parallel for the Broncos. Season to remember, Adam Dewey for the Tigers. Sifa Talakai parallel for the Sharks. High performance, Josh Hodgson for the Raiders. Harry Grant parallel for Storm. Master and Apprentice, Josh Curran for the Warriors. Jake Trbojevic parallel for Manly. Tigers parallel checklist. Tyson Smoothie, Rising Stars for the Storm. Micah Sivo, parallel for the Eels. High performance, Reece Robson for the Cowboys. Andrew McCulloch, parallel for the Dragons. Alright, getting towards the end of our fourth box now. Got another group Power Heroes card. Power Heroes A. Cohen Hess, parallel for the Cowboys. Rising Stars, Harley Smith Shields for the Raiders. Titans parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Franklin Pele for the Sharks. Jacob Saifiti parallel for the Knights. Kevin Smith retirement for Storm. Christian Welsh parallel for the Storm. Season to remember, Ewan Aiken for the Warriors. Tommy Turbo parallel for Manly. Rising Stars, Rocco Berry for the Warriors. Jared Wallace parallel for the Titans. Season to remember, Albert Kelly for the Broncos. Tavita Tatala parallel for the Rabbits. Rising Stars, Dominic Young for the Knights, and Valentine Haynes parallel for the Cowboys. Alright. Only got 23 traders left now. Have a quick drink. Let's go. 23 Traders Titanium Hobby Box. Oh, gold parallel. Number 17, a Brent Maiden for the Tigers. Jake Amarillo parallel for the Bulldogs. This is Takahowie. Retirements for Roosters. Jared Hargraves parallel for the Roosters. Cameron Munster driving force for the Storm. Jaden Campbell parallel for the Titans. Rising Stars Junior Tupou for the Tigers. Jacob Carraz parallel for the Bulldogs. Rising Stars Isaiah Tass for the Rabbitohs. Jaden Sawyer parallel for the Dragons. Our heroes Jack Whiten for the Raiders. Oh, Jacob Saifiti parallel for the Knights. Sorry guys. Women's NRL Philomena Hennessy for the Eels. Then Hunt parallel for the Dragons. Bradman Best, Power Heroes for the Knights. Anari Tawala, parallel for the Knights. Rising Stars, Tolator Koala for Manly. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. Reese Robson, forwards and backs parallel for the Cowboys. Josh Curran, parallel for the Warriors. Women's NRL, Taryn Aiken for the Broncos. Jordan Rapiner, parallel for the Raiders. Cade Dykes. Sorry guys. Cade Dykes, Rising Stars for the Sharks. Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbits. Madison Bartlett, Women's NRL for the Titans. Xavier Coates, parallel for the Cowboys. Xavier Coates, parallel for Storm. Dolphins are number 12. Karen McGuinness, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Jaden Hunt for the Dragons. James Tedesco, parallel for the Roosters. Rising Stars, Lindsay Smith for Panthers. Joseph Tapine, parallel for the Raiders. Driving Force, Corey Oates for the Broncos. Jai Arrow, parallel for the Rabbits. Season to remember, Matt Burton for the Bulldogs. Sharks parallel checklist. Jeremiah Nanai, Rising Stars for the Cowboys. Thomas Flegler, parallel for the Broncos. Driving Force, Tino for the Titans. Wade Egan, parallel for the Warriors. Club Hero, Ben Hunt for the Dragons. Tony Staggs, parallel for the Broncos. Forwards and backs, Harry Grant for Storm. Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. Rising Stars, Tyron Wisher for the Storm. Panthers parallel checklist. Forwards and backs, Jai Arrow for the Rabbitohs. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Cowboys. Women's NRL, Keezy Apps for the Dragons. Jeremiah Nanai, parallel for the Cowboys. Women's NRL, Samantha Bremner for the Roosters. Tommy Serbo, parallel for Manly. Regan Campbell Gillard, parallel for the Eels. Women's NRL, Autumn Stevens for the Knights. Nelson Asafa Solomona, parallel for the Storm. Rising Stars, Tanila Otakolo for the Warriors. CSF Talakai, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Hayes Perham for the Eels. Fanua Pole, parallel for the Tigers. Rising Stars, Curtis Moran for the Bulldogs. Lachlan Croker, parallel for Manly. Fifth last packet for our fifth box. Jack Whiten, driving force for the Raiders. Philip Semi, parallel for Titans. Driving force team for the Tigers. Ryan Madison, parallel for the Eels. Season to remember, Ray Stone for the Eels. Roosters parallel checklist. Season to remember, Alexander Brimson for the Titans. Adam Dewey parallel for the Tigers. And last but not least for the box, Rising Stars, Terrell May for the Roosters. Karen Munster parallel for the Storm. And that is the end of box number 5. Alright, last but not least, our 23 Traders Titanium Priority Box. Last box, guys. Our heroes, Ruben Garrick for Manly. Daniel Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Terrell May, Rising Stars for the Roosters. Justin Olam, parallel for the Storm. Season to remember, Zach Lomax for the Dragons. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Driving force, Chelsea Lenarduzzi for the Broncos. Eels parallel checklist. Oh, I've been shocking with that. Titans parallel checklist. I am sick, so I am going to blame it on that today. Tolator Koala, Rising Stars for Manly. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. I know I do it often. Not as bad as what I have been today. Forwards and backs, Joe Offingowie for the Tigers. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. Women's NRL, Julia Robinson Hudson Young, parallel for Raiders. Rising Stars, Cade Dykes for the Sharks. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Paige McGregor, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Murray Talagi, parallel for the Cowboys. Oh, another predictor. Number 36 for the Titans. Who's got Titans? Riley Waterfall. I'm not sure what team you collect, mate, but I would suggest looking at getting that into a predictor share with somebody. Joey Manu, parallel for the Roosters. Rising Stars, Junior Tupou for the Tigers. Aaron Shoop, parallel for the Bulldogs. Women's NRL, Tiana Penatani for the Eels. Moses Sulai, parallel for the Dragons. Power Heroes, Regan Campbell-Gillard for the Eels. Knights, parallel checklist. Maura Brealey Maffey, Women's NRL for the Titans. Jerome Hughes, parallel for the Storm. Dolphins number 1. Nicholas Hines, parallel for Sharks. Rising Stars, Jaden Hunt for the Dragons. Joseph Suwali, parallel for the Roosters. Rising Stars, Lindsay Smith for the Panthers. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Raiders. Josh Jackson, driving force for the Bulldogs. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Driving force, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. And Fanua Blake, parallel for the Warriors. And our 23 Traders Titanium Club Hero Priority Jeremy Marshall King for the Bulldogs. Ooh, nice. Number 1 for Barton. Herbie Farmworth, parallel for the Broncos. James Roberts, retirement for the Tigers. Bailey Simonson, parallel for the Eels. Millie Boyle, women's NRL for the Knights. Harry Grant, parallel for the Storm. Danielle Otokolo, Rising Stars for the Warriors. Blake Brayley, parallel for the Sharks. Tyron Wishart, Rising Stars for the Storm. Zio, parallel for Panthers. Our priority forwards and backs. Number 7 for Matt Burton and the Bulldogs. Dallin Watine-Zelezniak, parallel for the Warriors. Luke Brooks, season trailer for the Tigers. Daniel Tupou, parallel for the Roosters. Our second gold, 23 Traders gold parallel, number 18, Jake Trbojevic for Manly. Alright, number 18. Corey Waddell, parallel for Bulldogs. Curtis Moran, Rising Stars for the Bulldogs. Josh Alawai, parallel for Manly. Forwards and backs, Reese Robson for the Cowboys. Reuben Cotter, parallel for the Cowboys. Women's NRL, Olivia Koenig for the Roosters. Morgan Harper, parallel for Manly. Jeremiah Nanai, Rising Stars for Cowboys. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. Rising Stars, Hayes Perham for the Eels. Tigers, parallel checklist. Season to remember, Valami Kickout for the Panthers. Brent Naden, parallel for Tigers. 3 packets left. Yes. What did you get? I thought gold parallel for the Tigers. Lee. Clint Gutherson. Driving force for the Eels. Milwaukee Fodawaker parallel for the Titans. And our team driving force, number 17. We got Matt Price with the Dragons for the female team. Sean Lane parallel for the Eels. And last packet for the break. Isaiah Tuss, a Rising Stars for the Rabbits, and Dragons parallel checklist. So we're going to get the randomizations done straight away. Just give me 2 seconds, please. Alright. So we have our Star Tunes Group B, which will be the first randomizer, which will feature Cowboys, Eels, Panthers, Rabbitohs, Dragons, Roosters, Warriors, Tigers. Then we have a Power Heroes Group A. Did I call that a Star Tunes or a Power Heroes? Well, it's a Star Tunes Group B anyway. We have Power Heroes Group A, which will be second, which is Broncos, Raiders, Bulldogs, Sharks, Titans, Manly, Storm, and Knights. Then we have our 2 Dolphins cards, D1 and D12. They'll get randomised together between all 16 teams. And then to finish them off, we will randomise the $95 gift card, which is one lucky person gets their spot value back. Alright, let's change screens. Everyone is loaded in. So what we're going to do, first off, I'll just copy just to make sure I've got it all. No, we want those ones. Go up. There we go. Alright, so 3 times, number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. That's our Star Tunes Group B. Riley Waterfall with the Roosters. Alright, our Power Heroes Group A. Let's refresh. We need to get rid of you. 3 times, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Riley Waterfall with the Titans. There we go. Alright. For our 2 Dolphins cards, number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Paul Barthman with the Bulldogs. Alright, final randomizer, which is for the spot value gift card back. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Warren Platt with the Panthers. Congratulations. Alright, I'll fix all that up for you and you should receive that in your inbox. Other than that, guys, thank you for being a part of it. But that's it. That's all, and hope you had a ball.